Hello, everyone. This is Good Morning Black People with Morgan Reese, and I'm your amazing, fantastic host, Morgan Reese. And we have the orator, Paula Fontana, the motivational speaker, the brand ambassador for Fly Ageless. So after these messages, we're going to jump right into this interview. And guys, we're ready to have some fun on this magnificent and marvelous Monday. Again, welcome back again. Hello, Paula. How are you doing this evening?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I am great. Thank you for taking up the time out of your busy schedule to join my show. Again, guys, this is Morgan Reese, and welcome to the show, Good Morning Black People, with your girl, Morgan Reese. And I have the amazing Paula Fontana, the young lady who has a finesse but boldness with words. So, again, thank you again for joining my show. Can you just tell us where you're from?
So I am originally from Chicago, but I currently live in Atlanta.
Okay, so you're a Georgia girl right now. Okay, okay, okay.
I don't know if I would say that. I still say I'm from the shop.
Okay, so I appreciate that because believe it or not, I used to live in Georgia before I met where I'm at now, and I was just like, no,
Yeah,
I
it's a
just
different.
just very different
Yeah.
about the thought process, the mentality, the way people move, like the whole thing is different. And again, no shade, but it is different.
Right.
So, how did you come into your platform? What motivated you? Um, what light bulb went off in your head, and you said, you know what, I'm going to start motivating people because I love how you do it. You use scripture and you use spiritual things, but you also add a little twist to it. Because you were like, oh, okay, she's speaking spiritual stuff, and then you do a little twist to it. You be like, okay, so she's not just getting the Christians; she's getting other people's attention as well.
That's right. That's right. So I went to a very small private high school. So my base, um, my foundation, if you will, is spiritual. Because it was a Christian high school. And so started doing speaking in public. Obviously before COVID, it was all in public. And then once COVID took place, then I needed to find another outlet to get the word out. And initially, when I got on social media, it was just about, just fashion, sharing what I was doing. But then it was really the Lord who spoke to me and said, you know what, I've given you this gift and it is for a reason. And this is the particular outlet that I want you to use it in this time. And once I was finally obedient, then it all sort of fell into place.
Keywords obedience.
Obedience, right?
Because for me,
That's
I
not what
have
I
been
want.
very stubborn and hard headed for a very, very, very long time. So, tag I'm it as well. So I know all about that disobedience and obedience. And my path sometimes have showed me, well, this is what happened because you didn't listen.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So you said you're also in fashion. So when did that start? When did that get birth?
So I, since 10th grade, have been into clothes and just love them. Like in high school, was voted, best dressed, all of that. So it's just been something that's innate and within me, and I love to look put together, and makes me just feel great. So,
Well, I'm going to tell you. I don't care if nobody else tells you whether they listen or not. You always look fabulous with whatever you wear, even down to your glasses. Like your style is so unique.
thank
So
you.
unique. And I see that you are a brand ambassador for Fly Ageless. I just joined that group a few months ago just so I can see. And I'm always so in awe and just like, look at all these graceful people, these people that are blessed by grace and saved by grace because of their ages. And they don't look like their age or their character and their personality doesn't show what age or what their path that they've been on.
Right.
And
When you think about, when we were growing up anyway, 50 seemed like such, so old. And it seemed like people were almost put away after a certain age. But what I love about Fly Hip and Ageless is that it brings your flyness to the forefront no matter your age, right? If you were born fly, you're still going to be fly by the time you die. And so it's an incredible platform that I'm happy to be part of that community.
well, I look, you got my vote. If they decide to vote again, just tell them to reach out to Morgan. And if I can vote at least 100 million times, I'll vote 100 million times for you to be their ambassador, because you are definitely that person. And I just joined the 50 group in September. And I remember prior to me getting this old, or in my mind, young, because in my mind, I'm like, what is 50 supposed to feel like? Because I don't feel,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't act like I'm older. I be around a lot of people and they're like, "Ooh, you in your 50s, girl. This part of your body gonna start hurting. That part is gonna hurt. You're gonna go to the bathroom more.
Right.
All these things." And I'm like, no, I don't think none of that's gonna happen to me. But okay, we'll go with that. That's what you want to go with. So you are in your 50s?
I am well into the 50s.
You're well into the 50s. Well, girl, you look like you're in your 30s. And mama, look,
Oh,
we can go and
bless,
probably get a car together.
right? Blessings on you for that one.
We can definitely go get carded together, because I'm actually got to get carded. I used to get carded before I turned the age that I'm at now. And now the age that I'm at now is like, you're not 50. No,
Mm-hmm.
you're just not that. So the basis of your platform, where you are sharing the trinkets that you're sharing, is it basically part of your obedience, or is you've done your research and you said, you know what, I think I need to share this with the world because this is what the world needs? Or is it based on just whatever God puts in your mind and on your heart, and he says, Paula, I need you to share this today because somebody needs this today? Because I
Right.
always used to wonder that when people do what you do, where you're just coming on, you're just sharing little trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
What starts it, or what sparks that fire?
So it's funny. So once I told you I started to be obedient, and I was sharing things, what I came to realize was that it was impossible to share authentically unless I was spending time in the Word with Him. And
Yes.
so every day before I get my day started, absolutely start with Him. And sometimes it's something that a scripture that I read, or it's a song that I'm meditating toward, and it sparks and it says, you know what, this is the word for the day. Other times I could be driving down the road and something hits me, and so I'll do a voice memo and then probably record it later. So it comes to me from all different aspects, or it could be something I see on social media. I'm like, you know what, that's a great word. Let me just maybe put a little twist to it, add my different spices and seasonings, and then bring it to the people. But every day it's really about what he tells me that people need. And so, when I started doing some work, I used to be many years ago a career coach, and started, helping people understand what it was that they brought to the table, what their purpose was. And it was during that time that I realized that my purpose was to inspire people to be the very best version of themselves. And so that is what my platform is, and that is what I attempt to do every day with his help.
Man, yeah, yeah. That's basically where I'm at myself. That's basically where I'm at myself. So it feels good to hear that someone else is on the same journey, but he has you on it, doing it differently. But he has you using your own gift. And
Hmm.
you have an amazing gift. You really definitely get people attention. Because it's like anytime you came across my feed, it's always for something I need to hear for that moment.
Well, thank
Because prior to me even really started back into um, my podcast show again, I was just like, I don't know. I think I just need to really focus on my book part, because I'm also an author. And I
you.
was like, maybe I should just need to focus on my book part, because this podcast thing, I don't know. And I had a dream, and my dream was me interviewing a famous person, actually a famous person who just went through some things. And I
Mm.
was like, why am I interviewing that person? And I was like, okay, I don't even know why I'm interviewing that person. And I talked to my spiritual mom, and she said, well, that means it's time for you to go back to work. And
Mm.
I was like, okay. And like you, I was like, I'm not listening to her. I know that's what she told me, because she told me the spiritual version, because we have people that give us natural advice
Mm.
and
Mm.
also spiritual advice.
That's right.
And sometimes the spiritual sometimes intertwine in the natural to get our attention.
Mm.
And so that's how I end up getting you. So it kind of worked itself out. It kind of worked itself out. Do you have any projects that's going on right now? Anything that's in the making? Because I saying on my show, 2023 is all about me, and people keep saying, "Well, it's December the 18th, 2023. The year is almost over. The month is almost over, and natural time is not. In God's time, He has no time."
So yeah, a couple things in the works. Don't want to say what they are just yet, but had a chance. I say go back. I went back to Chicago last weekend. I was able to work on a project with someone very dear to me. So I'm excited about when that is going to be released next year.
Awesome, awesome,
Mhm.
awesome, awesome. Okay, okay. Look, mom's the word. Sometimes you can't hear
Right.
everything. Oh, I'm learning that as well. I'm learning that as well. Like you can't tell everybody all your business, because my new slogan is 2024 more is in store.
That's
So you are
listen. I love that. Yeah,
2024
more
more is in
store.
store, because
Yeah.
2023 is about me, and 2023 is about you.
Me, yes. 2023, it's been an amazing journey, and I love to see, like we were talking about Fly Hip and Ageless, um, just people coming into their own. I was looking on social media and saw that Tab Brown won, and just celebrating her and her excellence and how she's just stepping out on faith and doing all the incredible things. So 2023, it seems like it was like about that awakening, right? And now 2024, more in store for all of us. I can't wait to see what transpires.
You are not the only one, because as my 2023 has been a roller coaster ride, but more of a higher positive roller coaster than a lower roller coaster ride. And when it came to me about the 2024, and I was like, 2024 more in store. Okay, well, uh, okay, well, we'll see. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. But now I have to first finally step into that faith more,
Mm-hmm.
and he using me more than he's ever used me before. So again, disobedience is a hard thing. It's a hard thing
Mm-hmm.
to be when your journey, your path probably has been different. Your story has been different. And the scripture that's carried me my entire journey is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart.
Mm. Lean not on your own understanding.
Easier said than done in life, because
Right? Yeah.
when I say life be life, and you be like, Lord, now I know what you told me to do. I know
Right.
what you
This is what.
said, but and I already know this. I know you allowed this to happen on purpose, because you like this is a test, and I'm like, okay, so this is like school all over again,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in school all over again. And you said you were a career coach.
I was, yeah, a
You were
few
a career coach.
uh-huh.
How was that path?
Um, so that was like my second career. So I started in marketing, which was my love, and then got into a career coach just by happenstance. So the market was down. Was looking for another opportunity, and I thought about who would value my skill set, and decided to go back to my alma mater and be a career coach there. And realized then, like, that's when it hit me, um, the spirit of altruism, or really the giving back, pouring into other people, as opposed to keeping it all to myself. And I loved working with the students and seeing them grow from the things that we did together, and then being able to get their careers that started them on their journey. So it was amazing, and I'm still in touch with many of them right now, and just seeing them grow and mature, and then giving back to other people. It's great.
Awesome. So because you are blessed, you became the blessing.
Oh,
Just think about
yes,
that.
yes, right. And when you were talking about we all have different paths, so that is why we all have something to give, right? Because we're going to resonate with different people. And so we all need to make sure that we are obedient so that each one can, in fact, reach one and we can allow this message to spread.
Well, because we're in the holiday season, and of course, Christmas is my favorite time of the year,
Is it?
not just because it's my son's birthday, but it's also Jesus' birthday as well. And I look at it like this: in Christmas, the word first is Christ. So it's always going to be about him. No matter when they took prayer out the schools
Mm-hmm.
and look at the school systems now. We got so many religions fighting against other religions, or, my religion is better than your religion, or just so many confusion, conflictions, just chaos right now going on.
Yeah.
But in this holiday season, do you have anything that out of your book of thoughts that you would like to share with the world to help them along during this journey? Because Christmas may not be a happy time for everyone. Or
Mm-hmm.
even if their journey is a happy time, things have happened to them. They may have lost loved ones, may have lost employment, maybe we never know what's going on in people's lives and their hearts and their worlds.
Right.
And share something with us if you
Um,
don't mind.
that's whew, that's a tough one because you are right. It's not necessarily a happy time for everyone. Like I think about like I lost my mom very recently in the past year or so. Um, and I know that it is a time of, even though it's a time for people to get together and get happy, that there's also this incredible sense of reflection and loss for so many people. Um, so it is, I say, difficult, a difficult time. And I like how you sort of made us focus on Christ and what the reason for the season, as they say. And when we think about his life and his journey was definitely not an easy one. Even people who he sat with and broke bread with betrayed him, but he carried on because he said, "Not my will, but yours be done." And so I would encourage us all to, like he did, in the Garden of Gethsemane, sometimes you need to fall back and reflect. And I know during this particular time, it's one where I shut it all down, take the time off, take the PTO, and really just allow God to fill my cup. And so we encourage everyone to allow your cup to be filled at this particular time, however that occurs, right? And so maybe it's around being around family and loved ones and friends and allowing them to pour into you. Maybe it is just a retreat and you just spending time in the Word and thinking about what He's done for you. But however it is that you fill your cup, allow it to be filled during this time, so that in 2024 you can in fact get what's in store for you.
I'm not getting emotional on here today. I am not. I promise you.
Okay, you
I
cracking
promise you,
me.
I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Yeah, not. I wasn't ready for that, but that's okay. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'll wait till off camera, but I'm not getting emotional right now on camera. Because this is a real show. This is an authentic show. I'm very transparent, and I believe in sharing more positive, more good, because we got so much negativity, so much
Mhm.
chaos in the world, so much evilness in the world. So many people are losing their lives. So my goal and my mission is to always share positive, and people always say she's always happy, she's always smiling. And during my journey, even when I was going through the things I was going through, I always had a smile. So it looked like that never changed.
Right.
And by you sharing that, I promise you, you're gonna put a smile on someone's face and
Mm.
their heart. So, if anyone needs to find you, how do they find you? What platforms are you on? How can anyone find, locate, and stay in connection with Paula Fontana?
So on IG, I am Paula Fontana 3. And then TikTok, I am Paula Fontana.
Okay. And are you on Facebook as well or no?
So Facebook, yeah. So Paula Fontana dash orator.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, after you just said what you said, I'm like, I'm really at a loss for words because I was going to ask you to share one more thing for the end of this too, and you just kind of you still have to deal with that. I mean, you still have to deal with that. There's really not much else left to say after that. But is there anything else that you would like to share out of your trinkets of knowledge with
Mm.
us? But
I would just say, be encouraged. What I try to encourage everybody to do is just step into your authentic self, whatever that is. Appreciate and love yourself for who you are and show up authentically. And so would encourage us all to love up on ourselves and show up as ourselves.
That's it. That's it at the end of the day. Because this young lady, guys, Paula Fontana, is the brand ambassador for Fly Ageless. I don't know if you guys are following that platform, but I promise you, I've seen men and women in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, their 80s, and they're living life, like she said, just live life authentically in their comfort skin, in their comfort minds, in their hearts that they are. And this young lady is fly. She's fly. I promise you. I'm gonna get some fashion secrets from her at offline, so I can build my wardrobe of eloquent styles. I was rocking the red hair for a while, and then I had to tone it down a little bit because everybody was like, "Man, you really got that red glowing." And
Right? Do you?
I was like, well, okay, I'll tone it down a little bit because my personality is already high and the red was already high. So, I toned it down just a little bit. But it was amazing. Thank you, guys. And thank you again, Paula, for taking out the time out of your busy schedule to join me tonight. I know you're getting ready for the holidays as well as everybody else is, but I just really wanted to bring you on prior to that because I knew you had something that you want to share. And I already know once you get off of this, you're going to be sharing some more.
Right.
But um, my heart was led to you, if
Oh,
that makes sense. And I followed my instructions. My heart led to you, and I followed them. It feels good to be obedient.
yeah. Yes,
And
it
obedience is definitely better than sacrifice. And
right.
because Lord knows, whoo, the sacrifice was real.
Oh, it's been my pleasure, my absolute pleasure.
And guys, I will definitely love you for you to come back on my show whenever your time is scheduled for events. Because guys, this woman has a wealth of knowledge. I love her demeanor. I love her humbleness, and that's rarity in these days and times when you're communicating, interacting with people, whether they're on social media or they're on in their own personal home in their couch, just relaxing and living life. And this young lady is that person. This is what humbleness and obedience looks like. And obviously, she probably knows the journey about obedience being better than sacrifice as well. So I would definitely love to bring you back on. And guys, again, this is Morgan Reese. Good morning, Black people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are at. Thank y'all for joining my show this evening. You got me all emotional. I'm like, I have not been like this in a while. So, because unfortunately, I lost my dad about 3 years ago. So, this is my year of grieving because
Mm,
I had a lot of unanswered questions. So, that comment, that statement really, really hit home.
right.
But, guys, again, thank y'all for joining my show and be blessed. 2024, more in store because 2023 was all about us. And it's only December 18th, 2023. The year is not over. God
Mhm.
has his own time, not ours.
Amen.